What's going on, guys? This is Easy Breezy. So right now I'm about to do my makeup. I already have my foundation and my brows on. And I bought this palette. This is the Masquerade Mini by Juvia's. And I really like their colors because they have some really interesting color combinations and really pretty color palettes. And I don't know what was in here. So I guess we're finna freestyle. So let's go ahead and open it. I guess we're about to see what's in here at the same time. Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right, I can work with that. All right, so first I'm gonna put on my concealer, which is really my ghetto eyeshadow primer. You know, we gotta ghetto it up sometimes. And then we're gonna get to the juice and the point of this video, which is how to protect yourself as a hairstylist. Let's get it on and popping. I'm on myself to shit. It doesn't make it in there. Trying. I bet you still work. I ain't got no time for no fucking love songs. Protecting yourself as a hairstylist in the hair industry, okay? So let me go ahead and start off by saying, these bitches is crazy. There's a lot of people going around, a lot of females going around thinking that it's okay to get their hair done and not have enough money on them. There are females walking around that actually think it's okay to walk inside of a salon, request 100 services, and only bring $100 with them. Okay, so you have to be aware that there's people out here that are looking for conflict. They're looking for something to complain about so that they can get free products. All right, so before we move on, this palette doesn't have anything light that I can put under my eyebrow. So I'm taking out my box of crayons, my old trusty, and I'm gonna go ahead and get a nice beige highlighter color. All right, once again, there are females out here that are literally maneuvering just so they can get free products and free services. Number one is a disclaimer. You have to file a disclaimer so that you can protect yourself and so that people don't have an excuse to do the bullshit that they do. For example, the points that you can put inside your disclaimer is things that really, it can be a confusion once people actually get to the shop and are actually in your chair. So you have to specify your prices, number one, okay? So it's always good to have a booking app like StyleSeat or Acuity Scheduling or whatever type of booking app that, you know, they provide for stylists. Something that can happen to you, which happened to me a couple times, that will be a pain in your ass, is someone that got their hair done already and you give them the price and they say, well, on your StyleSeat, it was only $150, but you're charging me $200. And if you have any integrity, then you have to grant her that price because it was on your own price list. So make sure you always update your StyleSeat and or your Acuity Scheduling or whatever you have, and make sure that your prices are up to date. All right, another thing that you can do to protect yourself is on your StyleSeat, okay? Make sure you specify what those services include. Does it include a wash or not? Does that include a trim or not? Does that include color or not? You know, just specify what the actual service includes because girls will try it. Because girls will come to your shop giving you the impression that they're just getting a sew-in. Meanwhile, they have 6-month-old braids in their head, okay? Have bundles that need to be washed and colored, and all think it's a part of the same price. So make sure in your disclaimer, or make sure that it's stated clearly in your booking app that this service does not include a wash, a trim, or so on and so forth. And if people are able to get those services from you, then put it on your booking app as add-ons, which is what I used to do. Another disclaimer that you can add is what happens when you're late. So this one is a tricky one, okay? Because, sometimes you'll have those clients that will keep in contact with you, that'll say, I'm coming, but I'm in traffic, or there was an accident, or, whatever. Like, they have all these different reasons why they're late. But when it comes to like brand new clients that, you don't know, that you don't really care to give lenience to, sorry to say that, but it's true. You're always going to have new clients. So if you have new clients that are late, you must put in your disclaimer if you require a late fee. You have to let people know that if you're over 30 minutes late to your appointment, then I'm either going to charge you or we're going to have to reschedule. Okay, because a lot of people will try your time. A lot of stylists, they will not accept anything in any type of treatment. So you have to, if you're someone that's really picky about time and having people come on time, and you like to be very organized with your day, then you have to let people know before they get to you that if you are over 15, or I want to say 15 is kind of like stingy. If you're over 30 minutes late to your appointment, then it's going to be a late fee, or we're going to have to reschedule. All right, moving on. So now that you've told your client that if you're late, it's going to be low fee, okay, low fee. And if you need any extra washes, or if you need your hair colored or your bundles dyed, then it's going to be a fee. Now that all those things are out the way, now it's time for that deposit, sis. So in the beginning of my career, I never really did deposits at first, right? So the things that I used to experience with not charging a deposit is people not showing up. Because when people don't put down a deposit, that means that they don't really have a reason to be there. And a lot of people will sometimes only make their appointment for the sole reason that they put money down, because they know that they're not going to get that back. All right, so after so many people weren't showing up to their appointments, I was like, you know what? I have to do a deposit. Like, I have no choice. So I started to charge $20 to book an appointment. And people were coming. Like, I had less BSers, More people were showing up to their appointments, but still some people were flaking. Some people were just not showing up. No call, no shows. So I upped the fee to $40. People were not missing their appointments for $40, okay? People were showing up. Having a deposit, it really filters out your clients who's serious and who's not, because before people can actually book an appointment, and if you mention that it's a $40 or $50 or whatever your fee is to book their spot, then most likely they're not going to book the appointment until they are completely sure and that they're ready, because no one likes to lose money. All right, confession, I don't really know where this eyeshadow is going right now, but I know that every time I put liner and lashes on, everything kind of like comes together. All right, you guys, now back to this discussion, how to protect yourself as a hairstylist and in the salon environment. Now, we already talked about letting your clients know what is included in a service and what is not. Number 2, whether or not they're going to be charged for a late fee. And number 3, charging deposits. So another thing that I had to start doing is making people pay for 100% of their service before they got finished braided. All right. Now, some people have problems with this rule of mine, but I had to start doing it because too many people were running off on me. Too many people, Cash App broke down right when it was time for them to pay. And I was tired and I wanted some security. And it was almost like I didn't have no peace of mind, and I had anxiety the whole time I was doing somebody's hair, because for some reason, like, the thought of them not paying me was going through my mind the entire time. So in order for me to just think normal and just be comfortable in my own environment, I had to start making people pay for their full service, hair, color, everything included, before they got done braiding. Now, my old clients, that was cool. You know, that was cool with it. Most of them was cool with it because they already knew me. They knew my work. But the new clients, they was like, girl, what? Pay in advance for what? Now, I had to explain to them, you know, it's not you. It's not you. It's not that I don't trust you. It's that these are my salon rules. So a lot of new people, they did pay, but then some new people kind of like refused to pay. I had some girls walk out, which I had no problem with. And I had some people, you know, get attitudes or whatever, but it's like, girl, I mean, if you thought in your mind for a second that I wasn't going to do a good job on your hair, why are you here? Why? Why are you here? That was just something that I had to do. Like, after the first girl ran off on me, after the second, then after the third, I was like, you know what? It's time for me to make people pay in full. And I'm worth it. Like, I'm worth it. You know, I'm not going to mess up your hair. I'm always going to do my best. I have integrity. If you are not happy with your hair, I'm going to change it. I'm going to do whatever it is to make you happy. So, yeah, that's what I had to do. Now, last but not least, before we close this out, I want to talk about how to protect your energy when you're actually in the presence of these toxic ass clients, okay? So let's say you're in the shop and you have a bunch of clients because you were busy and booked as bitch. So you have about like 6-7 people in the shop at one time. And you have some people that's been there since 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and they've been waiting, but it's only one of you and maybe one of your assistants, or maybe 2 assistants if you have more than one. But it's just not like an in and out type of thing. Your clients are probably around the shop huffing and puffing. They're getting attitudes. They may be threatening you about giving them a discount. Listen, ignore it. Ignore it. Because you cannot go any faster. You can't clone yourself. You just have to ignore it. And you have to keep your energy good, your vibrations high. And you have to tell yourself, well, I can't really get mad at anything that I can't control. All right. And sometimes you're going to have to put those clients to the side, or bring them to the side and explain to them, I'm going to try to get you out. Which I had to do plenty of times. So don't think I haven't done this like 100 times. I'm going to get you out. I have to rotate everyone because everyone is here waiting just like you. Everyone is paying. I know you came first, but you got a dye. You got a takeout. You got a whole install. Like, come on. You came on a Saturday. Like, come on. It's not adding up. So, just explain to your clients, make sure that they know that you're sincere and that you really mean no harm, and that you're moving as quick as you can and doing the best you can. And after you give them that little pep talk, forget about it. Do your work, okay? Move as fast as you can, but don't give yourself anxiety. You know, don't beat yourself up. Don't keep thinking about it. You know, like, it's not worth it. Trust me, clients come and they go. So it's not about loyalty. It's not about friends. It's not about none of that. It's just about what type of service you provide for them. So don't get in your head about what you're doing wrong. You're only doing the best you can. Now, if you need more assistance, you need to go ahead and do that, okay? If you only have one assistant, but you have 1 million clients, you need probably 2. The most amount of assistants that I had at one time was actually 4. Yeah. I have 4 girls in the shop at one time, braiding, washing, keeping it in rotation, because that's just what I needed at that time. So one thing that I used to tell myself when people were giving me anxiety in my shop and trying to make me feel bad and guilt trip me and like just add tension in the room, I used to just tell myself, it's okay. It's okay. I can't control it. It's okay. What am I gonna do? It's okay. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm doing my best. All I know is that I'm going to get everyone out by the end of the day, and everyone's going to be happy. That's all I can do. That's the most I can do. A lot of times stylists, they get anxiety when they start to have a larger clientele, and that's when their reputation starts to get a little shaky, because they either not growing as fast as their clientele, so they're not hiring enough help, or they start doing crappy work. And you don't want none of that to happen to you. You want to do your best on everyone, and you want to make sure you have enough help. All right, you guys, so that is the end of this video. I hope this helped you a lot. Now, everything that I talked about, I've been through for years and years and years, so I know exactly what you guys are going through. All my poppin' stylists with the poppin' clientele, make sure you guys keep on going. Make sure you are expanding as fast as your business is expanding. If you need to hire more help, that's just what you need to do. If you need a bigger space, that's just what you need to do. Make sure you're growing as fast as your business, and just do your best. Don't be hard on yourself, and make sure you let these clients know what the going on before they get to your shop. You hear me? If you're not subscribed to my channel already, make sure you go ahead and do that and turn on your notifications. See y'all later. Bye, stylists. I'm on myself.